She was a top student from 1945, and now, she was about to marry a warrior from 1743. A union across 2 centuries led Claire to wear the finest Scottish gown of the 18th century. But despite the beauty of the ceremony, she felt no joy, because it meant removing the wedding ring. Her husband gave her back in 1945. This wasn't a choice Claire made freely. After time traveling to the past, she became a fugitive, wanted by Redcoat Captain Randall. To survive, she reluctantly agreed to the Mackenzie clan's plan: marry a Scotsman and become a Scottish wife. By the laws of the time, that meant Randall could no longer legally pursue her. So Jamie, her closest companion so far, became the groom. He had no idea he was marrying a woman from the 20th century. Claire nervously asked if he'd mind that she wasn't a virgin. Jamie's reply was thoughtful. He even lied and said he wasn't one either. Their short conversation sealed the engagement. With only one day before the wedding, Jamie pulled out all the stops to make it special. He split his clan into 3 teams. The first group went to find a priest to officiate, but the priest refused, insisting on a 3-week public announcement. They didn't have that kind of time. Randall was closing in. Even threats didn't sway him. But the promise of a house finally did the trick. The second group sought a blacksmith to make a ring, using Jamie's key as the material. The ring had to preserve the blade and lock part, as well as the decorative tip, and it had to be ready that day. The blacksmith was skeptical, but a generous payment changed his mind. The third group had the strangest mission: to find a wedding dress. So the clan's accountant visited a local brothel, knowing it would have the kind of skirts they needed. The women there nearly made him lose his composure. But a madam came to his rescue, offering a dress once pledged by a marquis. If he wanted it, he'd have to pay a steep price. The accountant agreed, though not without giving something in return. Thanks to Jamie's efforts, Claire had a wedding like no other. But when it came time to consummate the marriage, the lack of love made things awkward. They decided to drink to ease the tension, but Claire kept knocking back glass after glass. Jamie was clueless about her inner turmoil. She still had a husband in 1945, and the guilt was overwhelming. But survival left her no other choice. As they sat in silence, Claire finally let go of the guilt and chose to embrace her role as a wife. Just as they leaned in for a kiss, Claire stopped and asked Jamie to tell her about his family. The timing couldn't have been worse. But Jamie, patient and kind, agreed. They talked into the night, and Claire grew to understand her new husband more deeply. Their bond slowly warmed. Outside the room, 2 impatient clansmen, tired of waiting, burst in and told them to just get on with it. To save Claire the embarrassment, Jamie quickly shoved them out. That comical interruption finally made Claire realize it was time. And so, what followed was a long, passionate night. As the 2 finally gave in to each other, a moment both tender and transformative.